Good evening and welcome to the Town of Acton Selectmen's meeting for January 8th, 2015. First item on the agenda, salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the agenda?
I move that we approve the agenda.
Seconded.
All in favor? Approval of the minutes of the last meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Seconded.
All in favor? Old business, we have none. New business. Registrar appointment. To Jennifer J. Rue. The Selectmen of the Municipality of Acton do in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine hereby appoint you as Registrar of Voters within and for the Municipality of Acton until December 31st, 2016, given under our hand this 8th day of January 2015. A motion.
I move that we approve the Jennifer Rue as Registrar of Voters.
Seconded.
All in favor? Okay, I guess that's it. Set town meeting election date. Annual town meeting date, election Tuesday, June 9th, 2015. Polls open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the town hall. Town meeting is Saturday, June 13th, 2015, 9 a.m. at the Acton School. Nomination papers available in March for the following positions. Selectmen, Ed Walsh's term is expiring. Road Commissioner, David Winchell Jr.'s position is expiring. And 2 school committee members, Kevin Parks and Mary Stanton's terms have expired. Warrant and Finance opening. Due to the resignation of a committee member, the Acton Warrant and Finance Committee has a current vacancy for 1 alternate member with a term ending June 30th, 2015. Any interested resident should notify the town clerk no later than January 21st, 2015. We are going to be meeting with the school board on Tuesday to look at this year's school budget. And it'd be real helpful if somebody's interested in being on the warrant and finance, even if they just want to go through this one budget season. If you could come in quickly, and then Tuesday night you could be involved in the question and answering time of the school budget, and then be involved in the process of the actual town budget this year. So we could use an extra person to come in. Warrant and finance appointment. Okay. Warrant and finance appointment. Due to the resignation, we are appointing one of the alternates to be a member. To Robert T. Gore, the Selectmen of the Municipality of Acton do in accordance with the provisions of the laws of the state of Maine hereby appoint you as Warrant and Finance Committee regular member within and for the Municipality of Acton until June 30th, 2015, given under our hand this 8th day of January 2015.
I move that we approve the election of Robert T. Gore as Warrant and Finance Committee regular member.
Seconded.
All in favor? All right, you were going to read this.
All right. The Town of Acton request for public information policy. The following policy adopted by the Board of the Selectmen shall be the governing document for all requests for information under the State of Maine Freedom of Access Act. 1. The purpose. This policy establishes uniform and equitable guidelines to assist members of the public to obtain public records. It is the purpose of this policy to ensure that every person has access to public records in the possession of the town, and that the time and method of providing public records to persons requesting them both complies with state of Maine law and allows for the smooth functioning of municipal departments. 2, definition. Definition of public records can be found in MRSA, paragraph 402, parentheses 3, and 402, parentheses 3-A. The town is prohibited by law, however, from releasing information designated as confidential as defined under paragraph 402, paragraph 3. 3, guidelines. A, requests. Persons requesting access to public records are asked to complete the attached form and present it to the town during working regular business hours. The Freedom of Access Act does not require that requests be made in person or in writing. However, the town strongly urges members of the public to put their request in writing to maintain a record of when the request was received and to make certain that the documents requested can be located as quickly as possible and made available for inspection. All requests should be made or forwarded to the town office manager, who is the appointed designee. In the event a public records request is received by another employee or official of the town, such requests will be forwarded to the office manager for processing. The office manager may, in his or her discretion, appoint a designee or replacement in case the public will be notified of who is serving as the office manager on the specific request. Within 5 working days, request for access to the public records, the office manager or his or her designee shall acknowledge the receipt of the request for public records and may request clarification concerning which public record or public records are being requested. Within a reasonable time of receiving the request, the office manager or his or her designee will provide a good faith, non-binding estimate of the time within which the office manager or his her designee will comply with the request, as well as a cost estimate as provided in 1 MRSA paragraph 408-A parentheses 9. Any denial of a request or to inspect or copy or abstract a public record shall be made in writing 5 working days of the receipt of the request for inspection or copying, and shall state the reason for the denial. Such denial is subject to appeal pursuant to 1 MRSA paragraph 409. The process of obtaining public records should include any or all of the following tasks: searching for, retrieving, compiling, copying, converting, or preparing records for inspection and distribution. B, inspection of records. Public records may be inspected during reasonable business hours. Inspection and conversion of electronically stored records and copying of public records shall be scheduled to occur at a time that will not delay or inconvenience the regular activities of the town. C, protection of records. To protect the public records, the town may require that an employee or official of the town be present during inspection and/or copying of documents. D, scheduling. When the presence of an employee or official is required to ensure the protection of any record, the inspection or copying may be scheduled during reasonable business hours of the town. E, copying. If town copiers are used, the charge to the requester shall be the current rate charged to the town, schedule attached. If any record is copied on a photocopier other than the one belonging to the town reserves the right to have an employee or an official present at the time the record is copied to protect the record. Records that require copying only several pages are readily available and may be produced at the time of the request. Other requests may require several days to complete the task of copying documents based on reasonable availability of the staff to perform the task. The town will not provide advice, interpretation, or reformatting of the requested public record. Fees for obtaining records will be charged pursuant to 1 MRSA, paragraph 408-A. Fees may include not only the fees listed below, but also the payment of costs incurred by the town in searching for, retrieving, compiling, copying, converting, and mailing copies of the public records as many as may be allowed by 1 MRSA paragraph 408-A, parentheses 8. In accordance with 1 MRSA paragraph 408-A, parentheses 8, parentheses B, the town shall not charge for the first hour of staff time needed to process public records and will charge $15 per hour after the first hour of staff time per request. The rate is billed in 15-minute increments pursuant to 1 MRSA paragraph 408-A parentheses 10. The advance payment may be required if the total cost of search, retrieval, compiling, conversion, and copying of the public record is estimated to exceed $100, or the requester has previously failed to pay a properly assessed fee under this policy in a timely manner. Any denial by the town of a request to inspect the public record may be appealed pursuant to 1 MRSA paragraph 409. Intentional removal of a government document, failure to return a government document, and damaging a government document are Class D crimes as further described in 1 MRSA paragraph 452. This policy is a guide. Within the law, this protocol may be altered in the sound discretion of the Board of Selectmen as may be necessary to meet specific circumstances. This policy does not alter, narrow, or enlarge any right provided by Maine law. Adopted on May 29, 2007, amended July 26, 2012, amended February 14, 2013, amended January 8, 2015, signed by the Board of Selectmen, Theodore J. Kryzak, William Shields, and Edward Walsh.
Motion to adopt.
I make a motion to adopt the town of this change in the town of Acton's request for public information policy.
Seconded. All in favor? This is just an update because of recent changes in the law as to how we can handle giving out freedom of information. Okay, electricity contract. The current contract is with Electricity Maine, expires in January. Renewal rate with eMaine is 0.1345 per kilowatt hour, too high. CMP standard rate is currently .0799 through March, but is expected to increase 30%. Average price being offered right now is .134 across the country. Best rate found, Direct Energy, as brokered by Integrity Energy. Term of contract, 36 months at .0955 per kilowatt hour. So I need a motion.
I move that we give the treasurer permission to enter into a 3-year contract to receive electrical supply from Direct Energy for all municipal accounts, excluding the streetlights account.
Seconded.
All in favor? And we do need to sign it. Correct?
Just one signature.
Okay. And there was a place for initials on another page. You need that too?
Yes.
And that's it? All righty. Okay. Announcements, Ed, you got something?
Yeah, I got, at the last meeting, we had the individual who owns the Little Red Schoolhouse in, and I wanted to do a little more background information on it, which I did. Actually, we had a discussion with her and with the code enforcement officer between the last meeting and now. We tried to come up with some solutions for her. As you know, the building was damaged by a car accident, and the extent of the damage exceeds the value of the property, in which case our zoning ordinances kick in. Some of the things that we discussed was if she was able to buy more land on either side to meet the setbacks. She can't do that because there's a road on each side of the building. We thought, well, what if we break it into a separate lot? You can't break it into a separate lot because now you're making you can't form a non-conforming lot. There was a couple of things that we discussed. Her really only option is to move the building back. So I just wanted to give a quick update to the folks and just let you know that we did look into it. We had quite a discussion with her. Our attorneys looked at it, and unfortunately, we can't find any loophole, I guess is the best way to put it, to allow her to rebuild where it is. So she's aware of that. So.
All right. Other business, you guys have anything? No? Okay.
What's that?
You got anything?
I'm all set.
A motion?
I move that we adjourn.
Seconded.
All in favor?